Can you describe its form?
It was indescribable.
What happened?
I don't know.
Start from the beginning.
There were these two guys, reviewers of film, I think.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mic Check. Today we're going to be talking about the new film, Annihilation.
We got to see it a week in advance, and because of that, we want to keep the secret safe and not spoil anything this film has to offer.
Though with all its offers and big reveals, the film for us leaves much to be desired.
Amazingly, this idea sounds great on paper.
Yeah, and between the two of us, it was one of our most anticipated movies of the year. What went wrong?
It was just... how to describe it? The whole experience was unlike anything I've ever seen. It was, in a word, jarring. The writing, the editing, the filmmaking itself. What do you know about this film?
It's based on a book. Lots of science behind it.
Yeah, no, I get that, but be specific.
What do you want me to be specific about?
I don't know! Just anything! You're not telling me anything! When the main character and the audience is kept in the dark and information is withheld just for the sake of withholding information, it stalls the movie.
So you do know something about this film?
Honestly, the only cool thing I know is the shimmer. Not that it saves the film, but the visuals and the designs of everything are interesting. The shimmer looks really cool, and the concept of losing time once you're in there is quite fascinating. And the creatures that reside inside serve as interesting set pieces, even though they don't elevate the story.
The shimmer.
Wait, the score didn't play there in the movie? It was some royalty-free guitar track.
What, you didn't like our college hippie acoustic mellow guitar strum motif?
No, it was fine, it was good.
The shimmer.
And the tree parts were cool. Yep, that's pretty much what I liked about it.
You hardly said anything.
Here's the problem. The intrigue is there. Building suspense can be a good thing, which is why the trailer felt so promising. But then, when they withhold the mystery from the protagonist and the audience for too long, that's a poor filmmaking technique, and that's where the film ultimately falls flat.
That it did, but I think with the suspense does come some enjoyment. The movie as a whole may be a bit of a bore, however, there are some scenes that were cool. There was a cool scene with the bear.
Trailer shot.
A cool scene where they discover humans turning into things because of genetic mutation.
Trailer shot.
An engaging scene with the crocodile. And yes, I know. Trailer shot.
Yes, but everything else is so uninteresting. We start off with Natalie Portman's character pining for her lost love, even though she says in the trailer,
What do you think I do when you're away? You think I'm out in the garden pining, looking up at the sky?
Then when she finds out that there's some larger situation afoot, and the shimmer has resulted in no survivors returning with the exception of her husband, naturally, the government decides to send a biologist in there.
Is a biologist really qualified?
Well, Mike, she's the only one for the job.
Why?
But rather than debate that point, because we could go on forever, how about let's talk about the epitome of what a film shouldn't do, or should do, show don't tell. Where, when she meets her ragtag team of supporting characters that are supposed to be these emotionally connecting characters, they sit around a table and talk about themselves, which is the weakest form of character introduction that you could possibly get, so there's no empathy that we can get toward them.
And then they embark on the sci-fi road trip. They just basically walk and talk and occasionally get bumped off. For me, this is the most enjoyment I actually had with the film. Yes, even though the movie is a bit of a bore throughout, I did enjoy the second act because it was just action set pieces and they were practical.
The only amount of intrigue the reason why everybody's liking this movie is all the stuff with the spoilers. And should we just say what it is? Like, it's not even that.
I think we should. So this movie is so lame that what happens is Natalie Portman in the ending, she goes in to discover that...
What was the last thing you saw?
Darkness. With a bit of a hope for a satisfying result, but confusion mainly. And then the credits started rolling and that was it.
Was it predictable?
No.
Was it unpredictable?
No.
Then what was it to you?
Generic.
A perfect Redbox if I've ever seen one. Just C material.
I agree. Redbox. This reminds me of Mother from last year, but in all the wrong ways.
Wait, who are you?
I'm one of the critics that gave it a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, well, look,
And we can't have bad reviews going around, can we, Mike?
What? No, the people deserve to know. They have to know. I know you're allowed to have your own opinion, but come on, no, they have to.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm afraid I can't do that.
No, the people have to know. They deserve to know. No, God, please, no!
It's a good movie, it's not a good movie, it's a terrible movie, it's not good, substance, there's nothing, no, please, I can't say it, no, come on, no!
Hey, it's Franklin.